Does your garden look more like a jungle than a peaceful retreat? Weeds everywhere, broken pots, cluttered corners, and you don't even know where to start? Don't worry. In just a few simple steps, I'm going to show you how to turn this into this. And yes, even if you're a beginner, you can do it. A few months ago, my garden was a total disaster. However, I discovered a step-by-step method that made it easy to clean, organize, and transform, all without spending a fortune or hiring anyone. And today, I'm sharing that same method with you. The very first step is simple, but it's the one that makes the biggest difference right away. Clear out the big mess. Before you touch a rake or even think about planting something new, stroll around your garden and remove everything that doesn't belong. Broken pots, rusty tools, kids' toys left from last summer, fallen branches, old buckets. All of it needs to go. Here's a pro tip. Don't just throw everything in one pile. Make 3 piles instead, one for things to keep, one for things to toss, and one for items you might donate or recycle. This tiny trick keeps the job from feeling overwhelming and makes it easier to see progress as you work. By the time you finish clearing the space, you'll be surprised how much better your garden already looks. And that early progress will give you a boost of motivation to tackle the next steps. And stick around, because step 3 is the secret that makes your garden look like a pro cleaned it, and most beginners forget it. Now that the clutter's gone, it's time to tackle the next big problem, weeds. This is where most beginners get frustrated, because pulling weeds one by one feels endless. But here's the good news. There's a smarter, easier way. Start by giving your garden a light watering first, just enough to soften the soil. This loosens the roots and makes weeds come out whole, instead of snapping off at the surface. Next, grab a hand weeder tool or a small trowel. Don't just yank weeds. Slide the tool under the roots and lift them out cleanly. This extra step makes a huge difference because if you leave roots behind, those weeds will pop right back up. Once the weeds are gone, add a thin layer of mulch or compost to the cleared spots. This not only makes your garden look tidier instantly, but it also helps block new weeds from growing. Less work later, and a cleaner garden now. That's what we want. With the big mess gone and weeds under control, it's time to bring order to your tools. This might not sound exciting, but having a system for your tools is what makes your garden look and feel like a pro's workspace. Start by gathering every tool you own: rakes, gloves, pruning shears, trowels, even that rusty old watering can hiding behind the shed. Lay them all out so you can see what you have. Now do a quick check. Are there broken tools you can toss? Are there duplicates you don't need? Clearing out extras saves space and keeps things simple. Next, set up a tool station. It doesn't have to be fancy. A few wall hooks in your shed, a pegboard, or even an old wooden pallet can turn into an organizer. Small items like gloves or twine can go in a bucket or basket. When everything has a place, you'll spend less time searching and more time gardening. Now that your garden is clutter-free, weed-free, and organized, it's time to freshen up the soil and sharpen those edges. This step might seem small, but it's the difference between a garden that looks okay and a garden that looks professionally cared for. Start with your soil. Over time, it gets tired, compacted, and loses nutrients. Sprinkle a thin layer of compost or fresh topsoil over bare spots, and gently work it in with a rake. This not only feeds your plants, but instantly makes your beds look richer and healthier. Next, focus on your edges, the borders of your lawn, flower beds, or walkways. Use an edging tool or even a simple spade to cut a clean, neat line. Suddenly, your garden looks sharper, more defined, and more intentional. These 2 quick tasks, refreshing soil and tidying edges, give your garden that finished look that makes all the hard work worth it. And don't skip step 5. Most beginners ignore it, but it's the one thing that makes your garden look professionally done. Now for the part that makes all your hard work pay off, the final touch. This is where your garden goes from simply tidy to truly beautiful. Start by giving everything a quick wipe down. Clean dirt off flower pots, brush off garden furniture, and sweep the walkways. A simple rinse with the hose can make paths and patios look brand new. Then, if you want to go one step further, add a little color and life. A few bright flowers in a pot, a fresh layer of mulch, or even a garden ornament can transform the space instantly. These finishing details don't take much time, but they're what make your garden feel welcoming and complete, like a space you want to spend time in, instead of just another chore on your weekend list. See how simple that was? In just 5 easy steps, your garden can go from chaotic and cluttered to calm, clean, and beautiful, without hiring anyone or spending a fortune. If this video helped you, give it a like. It tells YouTube to share it with more gardeners. And don't forget to subscribe, because my next video will show you how to add color to your garden the easy way. Your garden deserves it, and so do you.